All right, so now I have these two different equations. I have this equation, y is equal to negative 3x plus 5. And I have this equation, negative 5x plus 2y equals negative 2. And I want to get them in slope-intercept form. Now, why do I want to do that? So that I can identify the slope and the y-intercept in order for me to graph. So here's what slope-intercept form looks like in case you forgot. Y is equal to mx plus b. Now, if I look at this equation on the left, it's already written as a y mx plus b. So all I have to do is identify the parts that are already given to me. So let's do that. Our slope. Our slope is the the coefficient that's in front of the variable x, okay? So that is negative 3. That means that our line's going to be going down. It's got a negative slope. And if I wanted to write it this way, or I could write negative 3 over 1. And they both ultimately mean the same thing. Now let's talk about the y-intercept. What could the y-intercept be? It's the letter B. That letter B is positive 5. Now, if this was a subtraction sign right here, if it said minus 5 instead of plus 5, then you would write negative 5 because the sign goes with it. Now again, what does this y-intercept mean? The y-intercept is where the line is going to touch the y-axis, okay? And now, look at this one. This one looks a little bit different. This is in something called standard form, which we're going to get into that later. Standard form is not slope-intercept form. So what do you have to do? You have to manipulate this formula. I've got to rewrite it so that it looks like y is equal to mx plus b. So how do I do that? Well, the first thing I want to do is move my x value over here so that it's with my constant, okay? So I'm going to do that by doing addition because you always do the opposite to move it. And when I do that, over here I get positive 2y is equal to, I need it to say something x plus b. So that must be 5x, and then there's my b, negative 2. All right? So then I have one step left. My last step is to get the y by itself. So divide everything by 2, because what you do to one side, you must do to the other. Otherwise, it's not going to be an equation. It has to be equal. So that gives me 5 halves x, and then 2 divided by 2 is 1, and it's negative, okay? So now I have the equation looking exactly the way I want it to. The only weird thing is my slope. My slope is weird looking because it's a fraction. Does it make it wrong? No, it doesn't make it wrong. It is 5 halves. It's rise over run. That means I'm climbing 5 and I'm running 2. Climbing 5, running 2. And that's good. My y-intercept is negative 1 because the sign goes with it, okay? And that's where it's going to touch the y-axis on our graph. And later we're going to use this information in order to actually graph equations of lines. So you're going to get a little bit more involved in the not just identify what the y-intercept is, but what do I do with it? What do I do with slope? So we're going to use that in a little bit. So come back and we're going to do a little bit extra on slope and the y-intercept.